All right, in addition to featuring many leaders from Washington, D.C. and beyond, people like House Speaker Mike Johnson, Senator Josh Hawley, and a host of others, the 2024 Pray Vote Stand Summit offered some incredible panel discussions, and we highlighted some subjects of concern, obviously, for conservative voters. And it also included some powerful addresses and encouragement for Christians to continue to stand for truth.
Neutrality is not an option. There are many Christians who believe that if we just keep our heads down, that if we just go about our lives, that if we just stay off social media and if we just don't say the wrong thing, that somehow we will come out of this unscathed. You're naive if you think that. Because what they want from us is not our silence. What they want from us is our submission.
Wow. That was Dr. Vodi Bakum, and I remember vividly when he made that statement, and it was a piercing piece of reality that went straight to the heart. Well, my next guest knows what it's like to be pressured not only to silence, but to submission. Joining me now to discuss this is Pastor Akil Pano from Albania. He also spoke at the Pray Vote Stand Summit. He's an advisory board member of the Albania National Pro-Life and Pro-Family Coalition, and he knows what it is to be prosecuted for hate speech simply for discussing the Bible on Albanian TV. Pastor Pano, welcome back to Washington Watch. It's an honor, sir.
It's my honor. Thank you so much.
Well, you and I have a lot in common from being pastors who God took from there to stand in the gap, and you have done so with tremendous courage and bravery, and just an example to so many. And I just want to say personally, pastor to pastor, thank you for your courageous stand. It's a great example for many. If I can get your general reaction to the Pray Vote Stand Summit. Of course, this is coming at a time here in the U.S. We've got elections coming up in less than 30 days. We've got Israel enmeshed in a fight of her life. We've got natural disasters right here in our own country. But your overall assessment of the Pray Vote Stand Summit, how was it to you personally?
It has been amazing, an amazing journey, and it is every year. This is our third year that we are coming on a row, myself and my wife. We are coming from Albania, thousands of miles far, but it is very dear. It's a very peculiar event for not just the conservatives in the United States, but it's a huge encouragement to all the Christian leaders all over the world. So please accept my thanks and my gratitude on the behalf of the Christian leaders in Europe, in the Balkans region, in the countries that are governed by socialist, leftist governments. We are struggling, big time, as you already referred in the beginning of this conversation. I've had 3 different court cases with the State Commissioner Against Discrimination in Albania because I defended father and mother in relation to numbers, parent 1 and parent 2. As the pastor that was preaching and making a huge impact in so many people's lives in the summit, he said neutrality is not an option. I should add it always comes with a price. Standing for the truth comes with a price. Standing for the Lord in your nation comes with a price. I have been for the last 30 years a pastor in Albania, and I'm a professor of philosophy at the State University at the same time. I always knew that it is so good, to run your own track, to run your own race. But together with the gospel, there are causes that are connected. So family, marriage between a woman and a man, taking care of the children, defending the children from gender ideology in schools, and standing up, making sure that our voices would be heard in the culture of counsel culture. So many of the pastors in Europe are being counseled as they are speaking the truth of the Bible, and many of them, they are challenged to compromise. So the summit, it has been amazing because it gives heart, courage, strength to all of us all over the world. It's not just the impact that the summit has within United States of America. Nations like Albania and other nations in Europe, they are facing exactly the same issues that you here are facing in relation to immigration. I mean, I'm talking about illegal immigration, in relation to cancel culture, in relation to censorship in so many ways. So we need to stand together. Being conservative and Christian and standing on your own is not enough. Always in Albania, I'm telling to our people that at the front of this global movement, locally, it is almost impossible to fight and to stand. We need to stand together in unity, and by God's grace, we'll win.
Absolutely. We've only got a little over a minute left. What would you say to other pastors, be it here in the United States or around the world, who, for whatever reason, are sitting on their hands, so to speak? They are not stepping up. They're not engaging. They're not teaching a biblical worldview. They're fearful, or whatever reason. What is your message to pastors at this point in our global history?
My message, it will be very, very specific, because in 1 month's time, you are having election, and it is very sad that almost half of the body of the evangelical believers in the United States, they don't go to vote. I mean, just to remember, you are not voting on the criteria of personalities. You are voting on the criteria of the platforms of the candidates. So if
Right.
if you want somebody to stand for your freedom of faith in this nation, if you are looking for having someone that will stand for the rights of the parents to take care of their children and to protect their rights, vote for Trump. If you want your country clean, vote for President Trump. So I just want to encourage you, stand, pray, and vote. Vote
Thank
for
you.
President Trump.
Thank you, Pastor Akil Pano, Albania. Thank you for your courageous stand. We're so honored to have had you at Pray Vote Stand, and thank you for joining us today on Washington Watch.
Thank you.